guys, and welcome back. So today's video is going to be my first tampon story / experience. Before I do, I wanted to share with you two what I like to call period anniversaries. The first one actually just passed. It was on the 10th, and that marked 2 years of me using tampons. So basically the day I used a tampon for the first time. And the second anniversary is on the 23rd, and that is the day I got my first period, which also means it marks 9 years of me getting a period, if that makes any sense. Why do I celebrate these things? I don't know, it just means a lot to me, I guess. Not because, like, I enjoy being a woman at times, but it's just, I don't know, it's just something to talk about. Something to talk about in a future video like this, so I don't know. It's just a personal preference that I do, anyway, it's a personal thing, you know, it's a me thing. It's something I do is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, and then I'm going to try to do a day in my life while my period vlog tomorrow, because tomorrow is what I like to call, tomorrow is my period due date. Yes, when we think of due date, we think of like when a pregnant woman is gonna have her baby, you know, like when a pregnant woman is due, except that due date involves a baby, and a period due date involves, well, you getting your period, so also known as bleeding for God knows how long you guys get your period for. Mine's 3 days. It used to be 5 days. Now it's 3 days. And I know there's some girls out there. I've heard stories, and even on YouTube, I was watching some period story times, and they're like, oh, those girls are so lucky though. Or no, those girls that only get a period for 3 days are so lucky. I beg to differ. Even though your period is shorter, I can't speak about like everyone, but like me personally, just because my period is shorter doesn't mean it's any better. Like I'm sorry, that's just me personally. Anyway, I am also planning, might as well throw this in here as well. I'm also planning on doing like a period talk, girl talk video where I talk about periods, but like my periods in general, and just like basically talking about like what I look for in like period products, like when I find a pad or tampon, what I look for in it. Maybe mini period story times if I can think of any. Just basically a bunch of period talk, a bunch of things to do with periods and all that. Anyway, I am so off topic. I'm so like, my intro is so long. Anyway, let's just get on with the freaking story, shall we? I don't usually talk like that, but like, I'm frustrated, okay? I'm getting frustrated with myself. So anyway, let's move on to the story. Alright guys, so let's take it back to 2 years ago. It was December 10th. I woke up, got my period, put on a pad, went down, brushed my hair, brushed my teeth, my morning routine. Went downstairs, had something to eat for breakfast, had some tea. Keep in mind, I was home alone. So it was a good time to try out a tampon. And I was sitting there on the couch, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go up and have a shower. But while I'm up there, I'm going to try and use a tampon. Like, it just kind of clicked in my head. And I said to myself, I said, you know what, I'm going to use a tampon today. I'm going to try a tampon because, I don't know, it just clicked. Like, that was the day it happened. And I'm like, I'm really happy. And I'm glad I had a really good experience. And I'm glad I get to share that with you guys. So, anyway, fast forward, I'm upstairs. I just got out of the shower. I had a shirt on, I think. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Anyway, obviously I didn't have any underwear or clothes on, because I'm out of the shower. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to, like reenact this if possible. So I was like this. This is the position I was on. I had a bath mat and a bath towel like right here, right? And I also had this black mirror, and I had the mirror like under, I don't know if you can see that, but like under there, so you could see that area, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense, but that was the position I was in. Now there's other positions, you know, you can have your foot on the toilet, or like you could sit on the toilet, legs apart. You could squat like standing. You could put one foot on the toilet, one foot on the bathtub, whatever makes you comfortable. I just did it that way just because, like, I don't know, I felt more comfortable that way. Anyway, now here comes the actual like experience. So my the first tampon I ever used, my first tampon, was the Tampax Pearl Active Lights, and I also happened to have a box of like the regular Tampax Pearl Lights. But yeah, the Tampax Pearl Active Lights were like older, so I wanted to use those up. So that's what I did. So yeah, that was my first tampon. Inserting it, oh, no problems at all. It went in so easily. You know, what am I doing? Plunging it, I guess. That part was fine too. Everything about like inserting it was fine. Okay, that was like, and you guys, I can't like, I'm probably being dramatic here, but like, once it was in, like, I put the applicator in, and like, I can't talk. Sorry, I was like, oh my gosh, I have a tampon applicator inside me right now, and then I pushed the plunge thing. I'm like, literally, that was my face. I could feel my face going like that. I'm like, I took the tampon out of the applicator, and I'm looking at the bloody applicator. TMI. I'm sorry. I'm going. There's a tampon in me right now. There's a freaking tampon in me, and I was just so excited because I waited so long for this opportunity, and it's such a good experience. So that topped it off too, right? And the first person I texted, because for some reason I brought my phone up to my bathroom, I guess to call for like help, even though no one was around. But it turned out my mom just got home just as like I was finishing up in the bathroom. So I texted her. I'm like, Mom, I just put in a tampon for the first time. I'm using a tampon. I was so excited. And she texts back, okay, I'm home, honey. And no, and she goes, okay. How does it feel? I'm like, it's good. It's fine. I can't even feel it, which I couldn't. I think it's because my flow is a lot heavier than usually it is on day 1 and 2. I don't know. Anyway, we're not here to talk about my flow or my periods right now. But anyway, yeah, so once it was in me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have tampon on me. So the first person I messaged was my mom, like I just said. And then she messaged me after that and goes, by the way, I'm home. I'm like, oh, great. Now I have to go downstairs and get like questioned by my mother. But no, it's fine. It was good. I mean, we're close. But no, so she basically asked how I was feeling and how like the experience went, and I told her it was really good. It was good. But I don't know. I'm stuttering. I'm sorry. I do that sometimes. I apologize. I know I don't have to apologize, but again, force of habit. Anyway, so I like totally forgot what I was talking about. Right, my mom and I. So no, but like my mom was just asking me about my experience, and we're really close, so like it's bound to happen anyways. And then I messaged my friend Madison. I hope I could say her name. I don't think she watches my videos. So anyway, I know she used to watch my videos, but I don't think she does anymore. Anyway, I messaged her, and she's like, "Oh my god, that's awesome! Like, how was it? Like, how'd it go?" I'm like, "Good. It was really good. It's such a good experience." And she goes, "Oh, that's good." Anyway, fast forward when it came out to removing it. Now, a little tampon life hack: when you go to insert a tampon or when you go to take it out, you have to try and relax, because if you are too tense, everything's gonna like tighten up down there. So anyway, I'm gonna admit I was a little intense. I was tensing up down there. If that makes any sense. And here I don't know why. Like, I wasn't really anxious or nervous. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Again, it wasn't a bad experience taking out. However, I kept that tampon in for like 5 hours, and it still felt stuck. Like, that's how I can explain it. Still, when I still have a bunch of the Tampax Radiant Lights, and even with those, it feels like the tampon's stuck. Like, it does not want to come out. I have to tug and tug and tug on that freaking string. That's another thing I'm going to talk about in that girl talk, period talk video that I have planned out. I hope it goes as planned. But anyway, so yeah, fast forward, I go to take it out. I go to the bathroom, obviously, and I wash my hands, because you're supposed to do that. And I go to like tug on the string. I'm going, okay, it's not coming out. I thought it was gonna be easier than this. And then I said to myself, okay, relax. So I took a deep breath in, and then I went, okay. And I kind of tugged, and I went wiggle, 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 and then it popped out. I'm like, and then I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, that was in me. Like, I was having this like weird moment. I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get rid of this, gross. TMI and gross. I'm sorry. But yeah. So overall, my experience was really good. The tampon coming out part, like when I can't talk. When I went to take the tampon out, that was kind of, it wasn't bad, but it just felt, I still could describe it to this day, because I still have this problem now. Again, I've said this before in my videos. I don't know if it's the shape of the tampon. It probably is. Or the shape of my vagina. I don't know. Again, we're not here to talk about my vagina or tampons in my vagina. Anyway, I don't stop talking about me and my vagina. Jesus Christ. I just hear my parents. I can just see it now where my parents are like, oh my god. I remember this time, again, this is so sidetracked. I remember this time I was outside in my backyard filming a period vlog video, and my mom goes, I don't think the neighbors want to like hear you talk about periods. I'm like, oh well. I can't talk. I'm literally like, yeah, probably not, but oh well. Anyway, Yeah, so overall my experience was really good. Again, when it came out to taking out the tampon, I kind of had a little issue. It just didn't want to come out. Like, I still have that issue. It doesn't matter how long I leave the tampon in, guys. I can leave the tampon in, which I hate doing. I've only done it once, like, overnight. That's the only time I've had, like, real success. I have worn a tampon to bed, like, maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't do it often. I haven't done it in a very long time. You're not supposed to sleep with a tampon in because, like, it's not good. But I've only done it a few times, and that's when it's worked the best for me. That's when I've, like, noticed the tampon actually absorbed so much. But I would love to be able to wear them or, like, use them during the day. But, I mean, I can. It's just, with the I don't have that. You see, guys, I'm going to mention this again in my next video. I'm going to mention this again in probably, I can't talk. I'm probably going to mention this again in my, like, girl talk, period talk video. But, I don't have a problem removing the Playtex Sport tampons or the Ubiquitex Click regular tampons. Like, I've never had an issue removing them. I've had really good experience with those 2 tampons, so I'm definitely going to stick with those 2 tampons. And they're very small, and, like, they're not a light, but they're very small for, like, I don't know. They do me wonders. They work really well for me, so I really love those. I think they're, like, 2 of my favorite tampons. I really want Tampax Pearl to be, like, one of my favorites. But the Tampax, I don't know, they're just, the way it, like, I've showed this in a video before, like, one of my last videos, the way it, like, expands, and, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the way the tampon is, because it feels like it's stuck, like, it's getting stuck inside, like, it's like, and it doesn't matter how wet the tampon is, I'm sorry, gross, TMI, it's just, you guys, I almost broke a freaking tampon string, that's how hard I pulled on it. You're not supposed to be able to break a freaking tampon string, at least I don't think so, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's, I think I just have to stop using those tampons, sadly. But that's okay. Again, I have 2 favorites. So I'm going to use up my Tampax Radiance as fast as I can. I'm also looking forward to using my L Organic ones that I just got a few days ago. We'll see. Maybe I'll have better luck with those ones because they're organic and they're made out of different material. I don't know, because I showed you guys in my last video, it was I can't talk. My period haul, and I showed you the L Organic tampons in light and regular, and I, like, took it out of the packaging and showed you, and the applicator looks the same, and the tampon itself looks the same as the Tampax Pearl. Like, I don't know. I'm, like, really, like, that's why I haven't tried, or that's why I'm not gonna bother trying the Tampax Pearl cotton tampons, because, like, Tampax, it's gonna be the same freaking tampon, just cotton and, like, you know, organic and all that, but, like, anyway, I know I can't judge things unless I try them. I have tried the Always Pure Cotton pads, size 2 and size 1, I think. And I really like them. I love them, actually. But anyway, I'm sorry, this video is so long. Anyway, that's okay. Thank you for bearing with me so long. Thank you for putting up with me, and thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video, and of course my other videos as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm hungry. That's so right. I am getting hungry. So I might go get a bowl of cereal because I like to do that. It's like my nighttime routine. I try not to eat too late at night, but, like, I like to have a bedtime snack just to get me through the night, so I'm not hungry in the middle of the night, or I don't wake up hungry in the middle of the night, because I don't like doing that. I've never really done that, anyway. I don't know. I know babies do, but that's different. They're babies. They need to be fed every so often, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting so off topic. I hope it makes sense in this video. Yeah, I've just been having a lot of trouble with the Tampax Pearls. That was my first tampon, and I really wanted it to be, I can't talk. I really wanted it to be my first tampon, and it was a really good experience. I'm so glad it was. Again, I think I have to just say goodbye to Tampax. Not like say goodbye, like say goodbye, can't talk. Not like say goodbye, but, like, just say goodbye, because it's like they're not working for me and there's no point repurchasing them. So I'm gonna use up all my Tampax tampons, which I only have in light, and then I'm gonna use up my L Organics. Maybe I'll have a better time. I don't know. I can't judge them yet. But yeah, we'll see. I will do probably a review on the L Organic tampons. But yeah, anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video again. Please subscribe, hit that like button. I can't talk. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Sorry, hit that like button. And again, feel free to leave any questions or anything down below. And I will see you guys next time. All right, laters.